taking them out like a smack in the face.
All right, bowlers, here we go. We are back. We have 2 wild cards that made it into the semifinals. The winner of this will be facing the Attention Star S2 with Rusty. We have Riley throwing the Beyond Infinity by Brunswick, and we have Shawn throwing the GB5. That's Ebonite, isn't it? Yep. All right, who's calling it?
Heads.
Riley calls heads. It's heads. Riley goes first. So there you go. Wait, you're throwing. Who's going first? Shawn? Oh.
I'm 35.
All right. You got a different perspective with these 2 guys because they both own both of these balls. Shawn's trying to decide if he's going to throw the 300 against you or Rusty, or if he just decides to throw a 2-game 600 series. Getting Riley's head. He does throw that ball well, though.
A lot better than I did yesterday.
I don't know what it was yesterday, but I know I just took all his money. Oh, that's the one that Morgan asked you to. I liked it. It's very funny because if you go to the YouTube videos, you can actually see their names. Riley voted for the GB5 to win it all, to be entered into winning the free ball, and Shawn voted for the Beyond Infinity. So they're playing against each other and will knock each other out of winning the free ball. So it's not about a free bowling ball. This is about bragging rights. That's all it is. Riley's shaking his head. Yep. And there's also a side bet if Shawn wins, Riley has to donate his ponytail to we get to cut it off and donate it. Stay out of the camera, sir. Look at you trying to get in the camera. You don't want him to see Shawn's beautiful shot, do you? Boom. He pulled it and dropped it and still got a strike. Six shots in, 6 strikes. I'm not very good at math, guys, but I think they both can still max out at a 300. Just give it till about the 6th frame. If it's still going like this, Riley's going to touch the GB5 and Shawn will throw a split. We know that's going to happen. Riley just steps out of the car, come in all bundled up, hoodie, pants, everything, throws 1 shot on each lane. He's like, all right, I'm good. Then he strips. You touched his ball, didn't you?
Did you touch it?
See, did you touch it? I'm telling you guys, the Riley curse is real.
That one wasn't
The Riley curse
me.
is real.
I did not touch it.
Shawn throws his foot. First thing he says, did you touch it?
I promise I didn't. I wanted this to be a fair match.
I think you touched it.
I swear I didn't.
You breathed on it or something.
I was breathing. I was leaving it over.
Shawn touched it. Shawn touched it. Shawn touched your ball.
The curse like you do.
No.
I'm just saying. It's unfair. We can watch the video back. I didn't know.
Oh, come on.
Right. We're gonna go back to that. We're gonna go back to weeknights now. So good.
I mean, me and Danny had that conversation. We said Riley would be a PBA champion while everyone's practicing. While everybody's doing warm-up, Riley just walks through all the PBA players and he touches like Belmo, touches Darren Tang, all their balls.
See, the real thing happened.
Riley wins the PBA championship with a 143.
The real thing is he's been high-fiving me, so it's on his hand.
Oh. I'm telling you guys, the Riley curse is real. He pulled that. You have the worst pin action of any two-handed bowler I've ever seen. Any other two-handed bowler right there gets a Brooklyn. You almost left two pins. Riley's like, I'm going to switch to two-handed so I get more pin action. Pins are like, no, not for you, sir. What'd you say? He normally doesn't leave. He usually leaves it open in the 7th or 8th. He'll drop a ball like right in the gutter or something.
Just this.
Yeah, you'll throw a ball right in the gutter or something in a minute.
I will.
Started out good. Riley touched Shawn's ball and he threw a split. The big 4. Riley. We were sitting up here and I'm like, Riley, don't touch Shawn's ball. You know.
Sean beat you at the infinity.
He did, but they decided Shawn won with both of them. Yeah. Shawn
chose the GB5.
Yeah, Shawn won with both, so he got to choose which ball he wanted to throw.
Well, I'm glad you like how beyond infinity.
But we're sitting here, Rusty. We're like, hey, the Riley curse is real. Do not touch Shawn's ball. He's going to throw a split. Shawn threw the split, and the first thing he turned around and he screamed, "Did you touch my ball?"
We can put the tapes back. I didn't do it.
Still a good match, though. It's still anybody's game. Riley. Well, Riley's going to leave a split in the 7th, or he's going to leave the 7th or 8th open. He always does.
Maybe I'll leave my 4th ever 5, 7, 10.
Or your 9. You left the 9th open on me twice yesterday. One lane's dry, one lane's not.
Dry. Not as. You couldn't tell. I like the league shot much better than the sport shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's way bad for me beating you by 100 pin on 4th of July. Oh, yeah, on 4th of July you beat 780 against us.
Oh, no. He said you took all their money that day on the 4th of July.
I mean, I pulled like a 640 and he pulled a 780. Yeah. Took all of our money. Yeah, I had 100 pin lead by the first game. You pulled a 280. I pulled a 280.
The worst I've ever beaten anybody is Danny when I got him by 117 the first game. Danny switched balls like 7 times that game. Yep, and here comes the chop. I told you, 7th or 8th frame. We're in the 7th frame. We got a 153 for Riley with this throw. We got Shawn with an open with 124. Oh, I thought it was going to ring around it.
Come on, Shawn. Oh, gee, now you know how I feel. Shut your mouth.
All you got to do is talk about money being bet, and Riley will just start falling apart. Hey, Rusty, $5. $5. He strikes this. $5. He strikes this. Yeah, you voted the S2. You're the only one that voted for a ball that you're throwing. That's good. They're going to knock each other out. Well, I guess if Riley does win, Shawn can still win the ball, though. And it's his ball, so he gets to decide if he wants Riley to throw it or him to throw it against you. Yep. So Shawn has a little bit of a decision to make. That is so slow. You wanted to make sure that you weren't going to miss that, huh? Throw it like 8 miles an hour? Look like Miss Mary Ann, 99-year-old, running up there and dropping the ball.
Angry pins.
It's not over yet. So out of the entire tournament, we got 2 good games. Your S2 versus my Pure Envy, and now these 2. Oh, and me beating Danny. That was great. The curse is so real, I won't even give him a high five.
Yeah, you touched my ball, you and I are going outside for it. I mean, it's still up here. I can touch it now. Should have just concentrated on going to the next round.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Tell you, man, yeah, it's not over yet. I know Riley. It's not over. Trust me. Yeah, but I know Riley. Watch this. He hasn't left an open yet. And here comes the open in the 10.
That's usually where I leave it.
Got a clean game going across and throws the split right here. I'm going to call it a weird split. I'm going to call it a 2-10 split.
I do, it's going to be 5-7-7.
2-10.
Big 4.
Shawn left that right after we talked about it. Yep, that was it. And he still got a strike. He just walked up there and just threw a ball. Hey, but the Beyond Infinity is still in there against the S2. So who's throwing it? You throwing it? You want to let him throw it instead of you? I told you before, he throws that ball really well. He throws that ball really well.
Maybe you shouldn't have given me this ball out of your stash.
Honestly, though, that was one of my extras that I wanted to.
You gave it to him.
I did. I still have one more back there.
Yep. So now we have a decision to make. Riley finishes off the Beyond Infinity with a 237. Shawn finishes with a 214. You guys got to see a lot of strikes. And mathematically, if Riley wouldn't have touched the GB5, Shawn would have won. So, but now we have a decision to make. We have the Beyond Infinity versus Rusty's S2. The decision to make here is, does Shawn throw his Beyond Infinity, or does he let Riley throw the Beyond Infinity?
We'll let Riley. He threw it once. I've thrown it twice. I went 180, 190, and he's gone 230. So.
All right. Shawn said he's going to let Riley throw against Rusty here in the finals. The finals will be the Attention Star S2 versus the Beyond Infinity. All right, guys. Be on the lookout for the final round. That will be on New Year's Day, and we will select the winner to get the free bowling ball.
We're taking them out like a smack of the